Helpful Marketing Works. Welcome to episode 464 of the Marketing for Owners podcast with me, John Butt. 464? What? That's a lot, John. Thank you. Well, what can I show you? I know what. I can show you some simple tips that can help you improve your chances of success. You will make more money. Your work will become easier for you and your colleagues and your staff, and you will have a better life because you won't have to work all hours. Imagine, it can happen. Now, I run my business from the UK, but right now I am in Vancouver. I'm actually in Surrey, right near White Rock for anyone who knows, but it's just off the edge of Vancouver in Canada, which is 5,000 miles away from home. My staff, in fact, it's a holiday here today when I'm recording this. My staff are at work at home in England. They've not spoken to me, they do their stuff. And on my other teams, my other businesses are doing their things all on their lonesome. And why? Because we are nice. We are nice all round. You need to be nice to your customers and your potential customers. It is called helpful marketing. Right? It's called that. It's not really a well-known term, but it's the easiest way to describe it. Very, very, very simple. Be helpful. Now, what most of us do is we try and get people to notice us. We try and stand out. We want to be different. We want to have a better looking ad. We want a different colored ad. We want a bigger one. We are trying to attract them. We are trying to disrupt their day to get their attention. But how about this as a way to do it? How about, instead of focusing on getting them to notice you, why don't you offer to help them? Why don't you focus on helping them? Then you can build a reputation as an expert who helps people. Who'd have thunk? And then not only do you get to help them, but you get information, you get research, you learn stuff, you get to know their problems, you get to know what solutions they need, you get to know the insights they can give you, and you will get sales. Now, I've said before, and I'll say it again, you are an expert. You may not think of it, whether you're a dentist, whether you are a plastic surgeon, a landscape gardener. It doesn't matter what. You could be installing windows, you could be in construction. You are an expert. Of all those things I've mentioned, I can't do any. I could probably read a book, look up some YouTube videos and have a quick look and have a go, but I wouldn't be very good. You are doing it for a living. You are an expert. Now, people, you have a service, you have a company, you have customers. People are coming to you because they have a problem they need a solution to. So, for example, if you are a dentist, the problem they have is they need to know if their teeth are healthy. They need their teeth to be cleaned. They need their teeth to be whitened. They have an issue, a cavity maybe. They need their tooth to be filled. Something like that. They have a problem. They go to a professional. That is you. You can help them. Now, I'm not suggesting that you go about giving free fillings and so on, but how about having a helpline online where people who have an issue can contact you and speak to you to find out whether they need to come and visit, when they can come and visit, and what you advise them to do. Or is it something they can just go to a local chemist or pharmacy and get some oil of cloves put on and it all get better? Now, this is an off the top of my head solution and an example. So for all of you dentists who are saying, oh, it's more important, it's more difficult than that. Yes, I've been trained and we can't just give information over the phone. Figure it out. Don't make excuses. Figure out what will work for you. Have a live chat. have helpful, just offer it in the locality. You don't have to offer it worldwide. If you are a landscape gardener, why not put out things and say, if you have any plant or soil problems, call me, let me know, I'll tell you how to fix it. Then tell them how to fix it. People will find out that you are the expert. People will give you feedback and testimonials you can put all over your website, all over your emails, all over your literature about who said you are wonderful. Because it's a reciprocal thing. If you've ever read Influence by Robert Cialdini, it's a reciprocation thing. If you give somebody something, they feel obliged to give something back. So if you've given someone free help, and you ask them at the end, would you mind giving me a testimonial for that? If I send you a quick email, would you mind filling it in and sending it back? Most people will say, yeah, sure, of course. You might get someone who says no, but 9 out of 10 will say yes. This works. This is not something that's being made up. In a recent interview with Andy Crestodina, he has open office hours, which means you can just get on their website, orbitmedia.com, go and find Andy's open office hours, book a time on his scheduler, book a time from anywhere in the world and ask him whatever you want on Skype. You can do the same with me. Go to marketingforowners.com/freetime. Free time is all one word, all lowercase. Go there, you will find a scheduler. It's not to sell you something. It is not a sales pitch. You can book, I think you get 25 minutes or half an hour. If it didn't get enough, do another one. You can ask me anything. It doesn't have to be about marketing. It can be anything about running a business. I'm not going to do your dentistry, but it can be anything. I will help you. I will give you the time gladly because I want you to see that I know what I'm talking about, that I'm helpful, that I'm nice, and at a time in future when you may wish to pay for such a service or have more of that, perhaps you'll think, oh, he's a nice guy. I will go to him because I spoke to him, and all the other people, I don't know them at all. I don't know if they know what they're talking about. Do you see what I mean? This really does work. Helpful marketing. Help people and they will then become customers. I guarantee it. Try it, and if it doesn't work, I'll give you your money back. So, today is Thursday. It is time, just quickly before I go, for a Drive Time podcast. And today we are recommending the show called The Disruptive Entrepreneur. It's by Rob Moore. Moore is spelled M-O-O-R-E. But of course, if you Google the term The Disruptive Entrepreneur podcast, it will pop up. They'll give you all the links. Or you could just dive straight into iTunes. Now, I'm going to read what he says on his notes because it's the best way to sum it up, because he's disruptive. If you want a boring, comfortable, safe existence where you're never challenged and you slowly rot away amid all the negativity existing rather than truly living, then close Rob's podcast down. There are hundreds of other podcasts that will pump out the same spiel about entrepreneurship and property investments and all that kind of stuff. But if you're still here, and clearly you're looking for more than life, you know you can be something much bigger and greater. A great entrepreneur and a great business person. You have so much to give. And this is what Rob does. He is disruptive. He is successful. He is good. Well worth a listen. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to give him a rating. And whilst you're on Apple, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, we're on all of those, please, please, please tap that little ratings and review. I put all this effort in every day just for you. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear. Okay, have yourself a fun Thursday. I'll speak to you again soon.